All right, so let's go ahead and create a brand new artboard. So we'll click on the artboard tool and we're going to choose iPhone 6 or 7 Plus. So the reason we're doing this is because instead of just copying like the homepage, for instance, or the desktop, and then pasting it or duplicating it, it's not going to be in the size of an actual phone. So we're going to start by scratch. Coming over here, we'll just choose, whatever you want to display it on. If it's a tablet, choose iPad. I mean, if it's a modern smartphone, choose this iPhone 6, 7 Plus. You can see it's substantially smaller, but we don't have to really worry about that. We are going to make sure it's going to need to be longer to fit in all of this content within here. So now it's going to be a matter of intense copying, pasting, and resizing and deleting. So we're going to select everything. So I take all of our elements here, Control C, and then over here, we're going to paste them all in. Actually, no, we're not. What we'll do is select them. I forgot, it kind of doesn't maintain the layout. Control C, Control V, and then we drag it all the way over to here. All right. So now you can see we have a little bit of work to do in terms of adjusting this layout here. So to do that, what we'll do is first just move this logo over and we're going to scale it down quite a bit, maybe around 24 as I have it. We don't need any of this stuff, so we're going to delete it. Instead, we're going to have your standard hamburger menu over here to the right. We're also going to take this and scale it in. I'm also going to make it slightly less tall right there. Then we're going to take our line tool here, just starting up here near the top, hold Shift, drag out. I actually like the default color here for the border color. We'll leave it there. If you want thicker, of course, you can adjust the thickness. So Control D, hold Shift, drag down, Control D, hold Shift, drag down, make sure they're even in margin. I think that's a little bit too big, so I'm going to select all three, holding Shift and scale it down right around there. And this is actually pretty consistent with the Balma responsive navigation icon. All right, good. So now we got that done. Let's focus on this big section right here. So we're just going to drag it in. Make sure it's up at the top. And yeah, right around there is pretty good, I'd say. We can always adjust this momentarily. And then we're going to take our three blips of content. All right. This is going to be scaled down quite a bit, so we'll achieve this through media queries and CSS. Let's see. Maybe something like that, right around there. For this size, I'm going to try like 17 maybe. We also need to find the right side of this and drag it in. Probably a little bit larger. So we'll try 22. All right, that's looking good. This is going to be scaled down just a bit. So we'll take our services, scale that down as well. And again, we have some margin issues. We have a lot going between the bottom of this text and the top of this button. We can get Control G so we don't have to keep on selecting each one of those. And let's see. And I'm just experimenting with the layout here just to see how I want everything to be spaced out in a mobile version. All right, I think that looks good right around there. All right, so next we'll take this cog. And again, it's in its own container. Or its own column. It's just a single column. However, that column will expand to 12 columns or 100% width on the desktop or mobile version rather. So we're going to scale this down, holding Control and Shift, or Control and Alt, sorry. Sorry, not Control, Shift and Alt. And then we'll take this, we'll scale this down a little bit as well. And also our content right here. Let's see what the size of this is. It's 22, so we'll make this, we'll make this 22 as well. And also, we can just make it 0 to be default, whatever the line height is. And then we have our 3 blips of testimonials right here. So we don't need 3 of them. Actually, we can ungroup the grid real quickly. I'm going to scale everything down. All right. Right click, ungroup. We're going to take this and scale it down. Run around there. This looks good. Maybe drag this up just slightly. Right there. Great. And then we can group and repeat the grid downwards. Just 3 times. Let's go ahead and select our artboard. And we need to make this taller. So right around 20 or 2000 for me. We're going to scale this down as well. All right. And I believe I forgot, I did not copy this section right here, or this piece of content. So let me copy that real quick. I think I pasted it right there. There we go. And I just realized this artboard is going to have to be a little bit longer. So put in 2300. Maybe not quite that long, so 2150. Drag this down. All right, so we'll have these two come in. They might be right aligned actually. And then this right here. Something like that I think will work. 28, try 22. And right now, I'm just going to copy this and then just delete it because it's not based on an area where we drug out the size. So let's go ahead and make this white. And then also fix that to 0. For some reason, putting 0 was not working, so I put it at 13. And I have to readjust this because I put an actual enter. There we go. That's why the 0 thing wasn't working. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Sometimes things get a little bit tricky to deal with. All right. Cool. Okay, so that is the mobile version of the app. So if we click on this artboard specifically and hit play, we'll be able to see what it looks like on a mobile version. So if I just bring this in a bit, we can scroll all the way down, and this is what it should look like on a smartphone. All right, so in the next section, we're going to make this hamburger icon menu actually work and show a drop-down menu that shows on smartphones.